Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, good. Alright, it's working now. Sorry I had to get this thing set up right now, so it's finally worked. So, once again, hello. So to turn my camera and I press the name before this thing started. So, hello everybody. Shimmer here. Shimmer here. Power Ranger, what is going on? You guys probably know it. I'm making a fun friend that you guys probably know. It is Power Month of this month, so happy Power Month, everybody. So I just want to make a celebration about Power Rangers. Night, Brandon. I know it's night and I'm at. So I decided to make a fun, cool stuff, even though we had our penguins about Power Rangers. What is our favorite show? What do you like about Power Rangers? What is the first time to have your Power Rangers? Get into Power Rangers. But Power Rangers has been here for over 30 years, like 32 years right now, since 1993. Yep. So it's 25. So it's 92 years. 32 years from now. For 32 years, Power Rangers has been here for a long time. I think it's time for a celebration. So we're doing a celebration of Power Rangers. And this is why they were doing the celebration of all times. Just talking about it when we got into the Power Rangers fans, how we aspire, what's our favorite characters, what's our favorite show. You know, mine's is actually about Power Rangers a lot, our superheroes all times. This is the reason why I want to give a celebration so I can take my photo shoot. First time, got people over there as the biggest fan of Power Rangers of all times. Let me turn this fan on really quick. I know what you guys can hear. I know I can't wear this one. I'm sorry about it. Maybe one of these days. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Uh, the first time I got into Power Rangers or introduced to Power Rangers when I was little, I was probably 3 or 4 at the time, or 5. Um, at that time, my cousin, I was over there with my cousins. Um, my mom got me a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger DVD and the videotape. Lord's Dead, VSF tape. That's when I got into Mighty Morphin, and I can't watch Mighty Morphin for years. But I watched Dino Thunder the first time. The first episode through the second episode, like I was crazy into Power Rangers a little bit longer. Jetix was like going up watching on because I love Jetix. I started watching ABC Kids and Jetix on my pop's house. because I remember watching it on Saturdays. You know, like people used to watch Jazz every time back in the days. Cool, watching on. So that's the reason why I'm playing this movie. So recently, so well, ladies and gentlemen, it is about to get really tipping. We're about to go and down to the ground. Just as now, we're still warming up. going on, man? What's going on? Doing this winter celebration of pumpkin, and it's morphin. By the way, if you guys knew I wanted this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Also, we're gonna start making you know, let me set this thing up. If you guys new on it, please subscribe to my channel. Also, we're still gonna do a podcast. If you guys are a fan of Mighty Heroes, also everybody knows. Few people that they watch me probably knows I'm their biggest fan. Who also wants Power Ranger? Go out watch some Power Ranger. We'll celebrate it for our biggest every time. Let me know what's your favorite Power Ranger is, or franchise. Even know we're celebrating it for 30 years, over 30 years for now. Cause it's been here for a long time. My name was my favorite character is Tommy. I should have really should have thought about this character years ago, but I never thought about it. I guess it's probably red is my favorite color. I guess I didn't realize it then that I never thought it and realized that he returned so many times. Now, probably know that I realize now that Jason David Franks, who is also the Queen Witch itself, matured at times, also are my favorite character. Ethan from Dino and Thunder, Flamp from RPM, Dio, Nick, Dio for Jungle Fury, Leo from Lost Galaxy, I would have said Super Sentai 2 version. Let's see. Matt's from Wild Force, Dustin from Ninja Storm, SPD, I gotta go with Breads. Man, Mac from Operation Overjoy, he's my favorite character. I wish he came to my house many years ago, but it didn't happen at that time. Let me see. I said Fred. As a kid, I used to think Jaden's my favorite character, even though I didn't realize at that time. But the thing about it is, they wrote his character so long, so I guess it became into fodder if we know the points. So yeah, what is your guys' favorite character? Power Ranger character, and what is your favorite Megazord? Favorite Megazord. If you guys probably know, I am playing my keyboard just to get some little practice in for next week. Or my guitar, you probably know. Hang on for a second, guys. I'm gonna check. Talk what you guys want. John came back. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Uh, so, a celebration of Power Rangers parade. So, I just wish I would have done this like 5 o'clock, but my friends called in and see what's the situation about, but help them cool down. But but maybe tomorrow. I should have done this yesterday, but help with my friends out. Help friend maybe out. So got him wine and it's all perfect, straight up. Oh, but probably do a part one. We probably this time I will do the 5 o'clock. Two. So, oh, my camera screen is. Oh, there we go. It's because I had this something pop up. Check and see thing. So that's the reason why. So, anyways, like we would start to pop it up. Let's start. Okay, check. And when we left off. Just a warm up. Ah man, let's try this one more time. Alright, let's just switch. Okay, good. It's on perfect and over. Colin, what's going on, buddy? See? Hey. And one more time for this one. I'll deal with you weighing on afterwards. Okay. Yes, we've been talking about Saban every time. But as a kid, I used to think it was good, but now when we saw it and find out and realize what's going on behind the scenes, the shows would have been so much better. Well, except Dino Charge. Dino Charge is the only one that better, but it would have could have do better. And I'm glad one of these two actors spoke up, because as a kid, I was confused and dumb, and got a little upset that they're not returning. But now, Willis, why now I feel I realize why they didn't return because of the salary. But if you know what behind the scenes, this is the reason why we've been talking about the behind Power Month. best doing the celebration behind the scenes because we want to get the fans. They're doing it for the fans. But Dino Charge is the only show that is the most except Samurai, Megaforce, and Ninja Storm. Ninja Steel, I know. But Disney era is actually pretty good. Caesar. So, even though it has some problems, and we couldn't get it because of the budget that time. And I feel like almost half of them was dark. But in Space through Wild Force, post Zordon era, it felt like half dark, like medium dark. I wouldn't say dark. I'll say medium dark. Like it's getting to the be dark, like Super Sentai. You know, I'm used to it because I see a lot of absence movies for years, and it doesn't bother me because based on Power Rangers just being superheroes, it's based on martial arts. So yeah, what is your? I know Brandon and Commonwealth Dino Charge a lot. Um, Dino Charge. I know your favorite is Dino Charge because Dino Charge was the third generation of dinosaur. Was the third generation of Power Rangers dinosaurs. And then here come Dino Fury, but Dino Troopers was named by somebody else, but we created it. We created it to make how by we code and come up with this idea of how they came on from coming in from back in the day, 3 years ago. But before that, it was supposed to be something else, like crossover, inspired by that of some of the shows from back in the day that were Alaska's when I was a kid. And then before that, it was supposed to be a crossover with all the Rangers meet the Ninja Steel's legends. Like it's actually a true story. It was originally supposed to be from my you know the first season when I first started podcast. It's supposed to be when I originally will start Squid Running years ago, but I then never thought about it. So it was originally supposed to be at my school over there that I went. Me in the school, and we wanted the Power Rangers to come here first time, but it didn't happen. Then it was worse. I planned on that many years ago to have a console with Dino Charge and Ninja Steel, but somehow you know they probably like Saban will probably hate my plans because just like when they and focus on themselves, but the money and stuff. But it's actually a true story. I never thought about this, and it's too fast. But I don't know what the old school stuff. But I probably throw it away. But I should have take a picture and I should have taken a picture of it. that's actually, I'm starting. It's been years. Not only for the first time I started writing my script, but it's been several years since I first started the script. Like before I started this YouTube, or did I? I don't know. I think I started on Power Rangers, on started doing a crossovers with Ninja Steel. It was originally supposed to be crossover with Ninja Storm Steel, and I'm new actually wouldn't. Not only that, you see somebody who actually freaking that. But Nickelodeon turned this guy on. There was a guy named Nick, I think, and he told the story, so shout out to him. And he told us a lot of story, what's going on, and tell us about this since. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense what Nickelodeon has done to this person, and I really respect for that. Anyway, that's where I'm trying to go. Actually, that's like a year ago or two. But even though some fun we had some fun ones like fans who makes projects and did a lot better than the show couldn't have done, because they make a backstory, and those are actually pretty good. Some of them actually pretty funny, not accurate. Some of them was pretty cool. Like other YouTubers make Pomeranian's content for. Yes, even before YouTube, we had few of them with VSX. That is pretty cool, and I really love it so far. Like, really love it. So, I'm trying to have this thing set up for celebration Power Rangers for seasons for over 30 years. Let's say 32 years from now. And we want to have this connection. Mina and Mina then. Now, I know Power Rangers have parades in California or someplace since then, so we'll show it to you guys and show you guys one. They had a stage though for the first time since '93. Power Ranger parade. Since then, we can have parade, Thanksgiving parade, you name it. Even though we can have a stage, like Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin has always had parades. Like I started this, and I'll share screen it for you guys. Give me just a moment. And we can bring back the Red Rangers. I don't know which Red Rangers I'm going to be dressing. Oh, actually, I want to dress Missing Force Red because I really want to be the first person in Maryland to dress to make history of my family and also to this state too. So, my city, because it would be the first time to had an opportunity to give these fans that they want get these fans where they want, and make them happy. You know, it's always about making fans be, be for the fans, because you're inspired by one person, and that's JF Chindilanks, the Green Ranger of all times. Should have never. I should have had a call to him, but it was embarrassment that time. It's because I got a really and some oops anything, but I was pretty embarrassed and nervous. Like I got really excited. Couldn't even thinking about it. Anything. I don't know. But now I will, and it's probably too late now. But okay, let's see. Oh yeah, let me just share you guys with this screen. Oh yeah, so there we go. So they this is not only the parade. They had the parade and flashback for decades, 1 decade to 2 decades. My morphin, you can see all the Red Rangers with Mr. Foons, and you need it. Sorry, it was my phone. Anyways, that's what we wanted to inspire by and had it, but ours was celebrating for Power Ranger for 30 years. Like, we wanted to have on Marin for the first time. First time on Marin, first time in Earth history, and I really want to be the first boy, first person. Well, I'm asking it, man, but I would have been the first kid years ago. But it didn't happen, but now I'm grown. Now I'm actually grown. And starting doing this parade and doing the opportunity to have this flash month. And I really want to make this very cool so far. Like, look at this. I really want to do a flashback. Like, bring back all the Red Rangers. Again, I don't know what. Again, I really want to dress eating one of them, especially with Mr. Force, and I can have Dino and Donut right near me right now. Like, oh my god. I would literally would scream if I can have Dino and Donut, Mighty Morphin. Well, two of them is Disney, but for this one, it's Fox. Half of it is Fox, or no, it's Disney. It's definitely Disney because it's ABC when back on when Disney first bought. Well, I don't know. You guys probably know what it is, but in '01, that's a year before I was born. I didn't get into it, but I was born. I was born beginning of Saban's era and beginning of Disney era. So I'm probably born of beginning of Disney era. So I'm probably go out with Disney era and get it with Mighty Morphin. I do have the DVD that time, but now we can still use watching on YouTube with movies and streams and platforms or Power Rangers or whatever. But we're talking about when we grow up watching Power Rangers. People used to had buy DVDs, VCR that time, and watching on networks on television. That's how we grew up, and it used to come on Saturdays, all Saturdays. But here it is, all the Rangers. That's what we wanted to bring back is all the Rangers, especially the White Ranger. But where's Zeo? Oh, there he is. I didn't see you there. Tommy, pretty cool so far. But I love this one. All the Red Rangers, I really wish I could dress. This is the reason why I want to have this parades for the first time. And the reason why I say this, because a while back... Oh, hold on. Dino Fury. Yes. Green Ranger. Yeah, so like I was saying, the reason why I say this because a while back when I make this video, months ago, when I make about a month ago, when I make this video about having played in Maryland for the first time because we never even had it in over 30 years. We never even had it. We had it in New York, Texas, no, Atlanta. We had like three couple states that had parades or Comic Cons that had Power Rangers over there. You name it. And especially with California. But when it comes to having a parade here, this is the reason why we wanted to have a Power Rangers parade celebrations of um sorry I can't really speak and explain it, but I'll give you the details what this to be. If I could get this papered out. Now I told him if now I might have to tell them it's not enough room for this date, so anyways. And also get a meet and greet step stage, and I will give them this just in case because of step stage, get them the details. This is it, what it's supposed to look like. Going back 4 Rangers. Well, this is before Ethan. This is one of my favorite thing, even though Ethan's also the favorite character of all time. So I will bring the character. And if you guys don't know, I will explain this to you because I've been using this GPT of this website. If you guys want to check it out, what's on this everything is going to, I will explain to you so you guys can understand. Now, when I first used this, like Austin explained, is a friend of members of friend sent it this app. Also, sounded to him. He sent me this app like a while back, months ago, and I didn't know what this thing is. So, and in Devilry Root, I didn't use it that well until little bit, because I was using it to helping him with this set a brand new room. So I keep using it, and it's pretty cool. Like you see it on here, and also this is a website. If you guys probably know, this one you can ask him anything. He can you can send a picture or tell him recreate brainstorm with him or such and such or anything like that. Anyways, it can also can do anything. We just request one of these chats and also we generate a picture or make it whatever the style, whatever the decade, whatever modern stuff, whatever you name it. And it's also that there if you check on this website. Pretty cool. I love Power Rangers so much. I just wish we had it parade here. Like my friend had, and I want to shout out to Avio because his had a marvelous parade over there, and they more much fun over there than in states than I'm at in my city. Like his is Star Wars, very popular, and I really express and glad, But for me, I wanted to take this really inspired by it. Get these fans what we want, surprise them. Like we could had a Comic Con in this state, like we had it in Baltimore, and I didn't even notice that until later on, until I looked this stuff up other day, and then I realized that they had it the Comic Con in Baltimore. That's kind of strange. We didn't even had it, and I didn't even know that we had it, but apparently we do. Just to let you guys know. But it was really shocked. It's really true they had one in Baltimore. Like, oh my god, I was pretty shocked that I don't know what to say. Like Walter Jones, also St. John. I'm gonna had almost had an heart attack when I first. Okay, true story. Like when I post on it on Instagram, up in the Mighty Heroes, Walter Jones give it a love comment or love heart, said he loves it, even though Mighty Heroes crew members, and it's pretty cool so far. And this is the first time in this rate, even though I would have had Brandon McHill, Diner Charles Red, I should have just told him to. I never get any chance. This is the reason why I'm trying to waste people. I'm trying to waste people what day to there so I can get a weekly content or get at least them to come in. Even though people are very busy, very much, I know it's very obvious. Like, which is it's very hard. I'm trying to get at least a touch of them so I can really get a touch and have a connection with them. So we can have my friends, work for them. You know, for Avio, he had he had a connection with Diner Charles Black, and I'm trying to have a connection with Tyra from Diner Charles Wed, also living in the States, and I'm watching on there. If I did get a connection of him, then and I could wish him, we both will be in the same page and let my friends know. Whatever the message is said, hit me up, and it would be a biggest hit. It would be a very excited for this one. So that's all. Miss Diner Diego, what's going on? Happy Power Month. So we talking about Power Rangers Play for, let's say, over a decade now. Let's say 15 years ever since Samurai. Power Rangers Play has been here for a very long time, and we're trying to get a connections of actors and make them feel home. Plus, it's pretty obvious, pretty cool. So yeah, if you didn't notice that, I'm having a parade at my city for the first time. Like we never had it for years, but I know Disney Dino live in New York, and they have a parade here. California had a parade there. Well, they had a flashback and inside of this building of the Comic Con. but we want to add here, even though we couldn't add something to give it an upgrades. Bring superheroes like Dragon Ball Z, available in any cosplays. But we're talking about the first history of Power Rangers alive. But I will share your share screen for you guys. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna add some pictures. Nah, you know what? Scratch that. Tell me what you guys think. That was too small for you. Let me just. Alright. That's what I wanted to be, kind of like this. When I'm starting to have this play, bring all the Rangers together, who talented people performing it. But when I can't stop with watching this so many times, like the flipping, the back flip, the kicking, everything, martial arts, talented, challenge stunts, soup stunts. People, it's very awesome. It's pretty awesome. And I really want to try to do that too. So again, you see all the Red Rangers, and I really want to bring it all Red Rangers for the history, especially with Concert Fury. Got all Rangers from the past, especially Mighty Morphin, Zeo, and West of them, especially Mighty Morphin. I love every single one of these in the Power Ranger franchise. That's pretty cool. Wow, that's just my plan. Just fun. Indeed. Indeed it is, because Power Rangers is very proud, even though we didn't had a upgrading news, but I promise you fans, it's about to make it happening. And when I said it's happening, we're making it happening. So good news for you guys probably know. Um, about Thursday, or is it Thursday? Yes, Thursday. I was talking to one of my folks at work, talking about what happened setting up parades, details of that. So I will get them a little details of that. Even though I punched some stuff for that one, so I was gonna ask one of you guys to help me. Give you the advice for that, which is to be like Power Rangers parade for 30 years. Like a stage show or photo shoot or whatever. But ever since I used this chat, it gave me a lot of details of that. A lot of good details of that. So I could probably give it to them right away by Tuesday. In that case, I could finish 2 scripts and just roll it out. You see, my storage is actually pretty cool so far. I love it so much. And ever since I use this, it's so much better than using everyone. So that's pretty cool. So, what is your favorite about Power Rangers? Or what is your favorite franchise? I know everybody loved Mighty Morphin. No, him, man, loved Mighty Morphin. What is also your favorite character? Who is your favorite character? Because I know watching them. So I'm trying to make this thing. favorite is Cosmic Fury. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta give them a little credit, even though it does kind of worse. But I really wish that we could have had. Um, even though it is kind of good, even though 2 years ago when we very excited for Cosmic Fury, we thought it was good a lot. But when I looked at this again, it was alright. But it does have some plugin, and it felt what it was. Only plugin is the writing is also messy, and they should have done it with 20 episodes. That's only issues I have in certain issues. But even though um, Cosmic Fury was pretty good, but I really expect that. It is also good for a lot of fans, even though certain fans ain't like it. You got a lot of fans does like that, but it's also started a ritual because it's Hasbro first test. So what is we see your favorite? At least the dragon sword looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, you know what? It does looks pretty cool. Let's be honest. Even when Zato got his first power, the soups looks pretty cool so far. And I definitely will show you right now. Let me just share screen real quick. I will definitely will share screen right away. Let's see. Let's say the soups looks pretty awesome. And speaking of Cosmic Fury, the weapon's pretty cool, but only the issue against it didn't destroy them, and it felt less. And it was supposed to be destroyed. Go what's that? But imperatively, I don't know. It felt less predictable, for example, or just what it was. It's like the scene is also messed up. It's like something really missing. I really can't really explain it how. It's just did not felt like. That's all I gotta say. But speaking of Zato, everyone loves Zato as and everyone loves Zato as white. No, the Red Ranger. But give it a load of this. I'll see your screen and see you guys again. But the soups looks pretty cool. I love the soups. And you see Zato right here. At least I can work on this pistol right away. And the weapons, all that is literally pretty awesome right now. Do love Dragon Sword. And I forgot what Dragon Sword that they call this. Jeez, let me just one more time. I'll say Dragon Cosby Sword, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna look this up again. Dragon Cosby Sword, or something like that. Dragon Sword. Oh, here we go. Cosby Dragon Sword. There. Cosby Dragon Sword. Also, the theme song was pretty cool. I gotta say, it is pretty awesome. You know what? Even though it's pretty cool so far. Yo, Sky, what's going on? We've been talking about Power Rangers, Celebrate some puzzle. What's your favorite Power Rangers, by the way? Nah, I gotta agree. Power Rangers, especially the season for Cosmo Free, it does hits. What they said is does really hits. Looks like my Oh, it's all good. But so again, just want to celebrate Power Rangers Part One and stuff we grew up watching on Super Sentai. It's Bokita. I'm slowly getting just in pizza. Awesome. You know, I did. I'm gonna be honest. The first time I started watching Super Sentai when I was 10. I was 10 when I first watched Super Sentai, and I didn't even realize it then because I thought Power Rangers, all the films was also by then, and then years later, until when I was got to 10 years old, and find out that some of the films they adopted. Now we realize why the film, some of the half films, is not all original from that one. So that's pretty cool. Bolkinchan is deeply than Operation Overdrive. Yeah, let's be real. Operation Overdrive is, as a kid, I thought it was good as a kid, but now I realize why the show is missing. But back then, when I was little, I was thought it was good. Back then, when I enjoy was back then when I used to enjoy listening to the Power Ranger theme songs. Me too, especially Dino. I've been watching my favorite part about this music is Dino Thunder music. I've been listening to this so much I can't stop into my head. Including the movie represents the older ones, not the newer ones. Yeah, I kinda agree because the 2017 movie. Yeah, I kinda agree because the 2017 movie is it doesn't mess up because we know why this stuff is messed up. Let's be real. It does have a lot of problems and it's bigger than us. Plus, it's at 49 episodes, near 50. Cool. It's fine. Just leave it be, would you? Just don't worry about my mic. You can hear it now. Just leave it be. Wait, now it's fine. But you guys can hear me right now. Anyways. Okay, what we got for there? Imagine all the crossovers that Super Sentai had done while Power Ranger version is lacking. Yeah, I agree with that. I really agree with that because some of the shows that like season 3 is also messed up, especially when it comes to season 3, the Near Saban. It doesn't feel like, well, yes, it is kind of doing having a crossovers because when you come to look at it of Super Sentai World, it does has a lot of crossovers. Based on they had a lot of crossovers with Kamen Riders, Meta Heroes, and especially the restart is basic rebooting the show. I really wish they did, but it never happened at the time. I'm gonna be real, it never happened. It just the plans all canceled up. You know, the plans also can. Excuse me. The plans already canceled up. Even though they are basing on doing it, then it would be a great idea if they rebooted the show over again. But the question is how they're gonna do that, cause at least they can do a anime shows or whatever you want to call that, like based on animated series of Power Rangers, of superheroes, especially Ninja Turtles, certain shows, Mystic Knights, Mass Rider, uh, VI Troopers, and Beetleborgs. Can you imagine were they were once anime Power Rangers? Oh yes. And speaking of that, a few days ago I saw it on Instagram, and they was originally supposed to start it before the movie. They was originally supposed to start an anime series or animation movie, but the thing about it is it was canceled. Saban canceled it because Toei didn't want them to do. Some of the fans think Toei didn't want them to do animation, so they stuck with the movie instead of the anime series. It's true. If you probably look it up. Oh, I thought of. I don't. It. What if Power Rangers based on robots and maturing cyberbirds? Another. I can't pronounce. Another universe. Oh yes, definitely, definitely. Well, not too gritty, not too edgy. Put a little light on it. Really? Yeah, it's true. They did make a um. They did make an is anime called Loser Rangers, because if you look on the fan club video, because I've been once the fan club, it's very true. They did what you did, and it's a dark version of Power Rangers, but very dark and how it is we evil is. It's like they go on hill and oh my, it's very different than others like another universe. Like multiverse, yes. Like yes, I totally agree. Multiverse. Yes, you called it multiverse, yes. Because all superheroes, based on, for example, like Superman and Batman, also came from a different type of years of the decade of multiverse. If I had a nickel for every time a big franchise get a multiverse. Yeah, speaking of that, I'm starting doing a multiverse of the Power Rangers of this spring, and I've been started working on it. Old multiverse, new multiverse, name it. But Power Rangers had multiverse that when they traveled to the past, when South traveled to East Rangers of that, it would have been the biggest hit. I'm not joking. Marvel has multiverse, so does DC. And if you don't know what DC is, it's called Detected Comics. Dark Horse. Yeah. Detected comics. DC Universe had multiverse too. Now imagine if Power Rangers have a multiverse and they travel to the past, not in the 90s, but same version of Rangers of each timeline, like Coaden. If they do that, it would have done so much better. Hopefully that the new Span movies get a new recognize soon than the 90s should be better. I agree. I totally agree. It should be a lot better than we thought. But like I said, imagine this of my plots that I've been working on because if we had a multiverse, if Power Rangers have a multiverse, I know they had a multiverse of the video game, and they travel to the 90s on other that. If they travel to a same version of Rangers that before Jason, who became the heroes, or something like that, it would have based on, it would have been a bigger set. We would have had sequels of that. Yeah, they do, I think. I don't know. Let's see. Does anyone remember how Dragon Ball Spring? Now, it based on it got to do with time traveling because that's a good question because it's based on time traveling. I'm gonna look this up. Oh, now if you look on certain friends or that, you might sprain an answer. I didn't specifically look this up, but I do know some that travel a lot from each multiverse of that. So I'm pretty not sure of that. Just a theory. Exactly like that. So theory like multiverse is Will Westgate or Ruri. They called it Ruri. True. Interesting. Well, I had a friend. We had a friend named Terran Fury, and they had crossover. Um, anyways, if crossover could happen between Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers, known as based on Super Sentai, including combo riders, could blow people's minds. Oh yes, definitely. It could have been happening. Well, you probably don't know Dragon Ball Z, but he will explain to you. Dragon Ball Z is based on growing up. Dragon Ball Z is where Goku was beginning of a journey as a kid. Well, my friend, in this world, anything could be happening. Just when you know. Yeah, so talking about that. Cool. No, I do know what happened that because I did see some of the scenes. Like the fight scenes with Regina and I don't know. It just stuck into my head about Regina. Like I really love his scream, Starzate voice when he scream and yell collided. It's pretty cool. The action's pretty cool. Funny moments. That's what I can think of. Now I did see Dragon Ball DC on Nickelodeon, and it's actually the truth that they did, or for kids. And for me personally, I know I want to watch half of those, but sometimes I forget somewhat because it's been years and years and years. Trust me, I've been watching almost half of that. Few other episodes. I'm starting out during episode 5, and I'm watching the movie too. I can't watch it on space between all of them. On opposite, doesn't really matter what one he's in a journey. Where's my thoughts of? What is your thoughts of Dragon Ball Z movie? Anyways, hmm. Now I did see a lot of those, but it was pretty absent. Uh, I remember seeing that scenes of that. It was pretty cool, and I do love when Vegeta had Super Saiyan too. And when he's trying to fight it, and you see Goku trying to fight that big guy. I forgot what his name is, but yeah, he passed away. That the one who created this passed away. Oh, I met him, the white ass one. I think they great. I think they're great, but they should be in canon and Dragon Ball Z World, Super World, or Theater. They should. It's based on the movie. Now, I didn't see. No, as a kid, I did see that, and I used to think it was good when I was a kid. But now I notice why the movie is terrible. I didn't want to believe it back then, but now I realize it now. You know, I used to thinking it was good back then. I didn't want to believe people then. But now I do know why. But yeah, it is true because it's because they don't do enough research of that. They don't go in there, hire some good actors, and they don't even hire a director like Archival. And I can't pronounce his name, but rest in peace. They don't even allow this person, like the legendary creator who creates Dragon Ball Z, because of Hollywood. I don't know. You guys noticed this? That time they was on strike. That's the reason why of that. They shouldn't direct. They should have let this creation direct, cause he would have done so much better than these people and the other directors because they didn't even know or nothing about Dragon Ball Z, and they ain't eating fully wants of that. That's a con against Dragon Ball Z fans. Yeah, it's true. When Goku, yeah, it really makes me disappointed a lot because all because of all because of the director, man. The director of the sequel tree, and the worst part is they almost going to make a sequel of their live action. Oh man, I hope they. Wait, are they going to do it? Almost? Because if they do, and fans loved it, it would have been really, really messed up if they're trying to do it. If they don't do enough lake shirts. Um, Dark, the Demon King Pato, I can't pronounce his name again. I gotta work this on Google. Missing is in Deterrent, not enough, blue hair, bomber. Yako wasn't there yet, so Masterwood was there, but at a later time, it was no. The wife has the one that's just gonna. Oh, I didn't know. It was almost supposed to be. I didn't know that they was doing a sequel, Dragon Ball Z, and they scrapped that. At least that they should do is just look up the concept of Dragon Ball Z, look it on the based on the comments, make it a dozen of that, make sure they work on it. They should have, but even though they scrapped that, but I didn't know that they was gonna do. They almost doing a sequel of Dragon Ball Z. Hmm. I seen it one time. I seen it like two episode. I see the pilot and episode one. And it was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. I see that it was pretty interesting. The original one. Please stop calling it Dragon Ball Z because it's based on Dragon Ball. Only don't be rude. Hey, behave yourself. Don't be rude. Don't be rude to him, cause that's just based how they named it at. I was based on a lot of stuff, but I did see some scenes of that. Trailers, scenes, promoted. It's fine. Just cool. I might have to check that out. And I might have to check that out. instead. Might have to check that out. If I'm not busy with other stuff, because I'm really still focused on this water ranger stuff. Trying to get this thing set up for the fans. Anyways, it's literally night when I'm at. It's literally night when I was like, okay, now it's like 10 o'clock. It's like 10 o'clock when I'm at. It's like 10 o'clock when I'm at. And, yeah. Let's give it about 5 minutes before I head to bed. Let's give it about 5 minutes before I head back to bed. And we start doing a part 2 one tomorrow. So, like, everyone will get a chance to go by. Oh, yeah, I definitely need to take some medicine. I literally forgot it. I really forgot to take some medicine. It's not a sleepy boy, it's my, vitamin D. Let's give it about 5 minutes before I head back to bed. Head this off a little bit, and then we'll start it on tomorrow on part 2. But that was pretty instant. I will check it up later on. So, as soon as it's coming up, I definitely will check this out. I get some sleep. I had to go, but it was nice chatting with you guys, and I'll see you later. Alright, man. Night. Lastly, I don't even forgot what station again, but it's night when I'm at in my area. His is probably day. Mine's also night, and I better get some sleep. yeah. So yeah. Also, it's morphin time. Made up power, Tetty man. Yeah, I better start heading this stuff. Let's give it about less than a minute or two. Night, and may the power protect you. I would have done this like this. May the power protect you. Hold on. Good night, Daniel, and may the power protect you. That's my Zonon voice, and I'm trying to do a plus of that. I did it like a year ago, or a year ago or two. I did it like 1 or 2 years ago about Zonon voice. Great War Rangers are made of power protect you, and made of power protect you. I think that was my Zonon voice. You guys probably know I did Zonon voice, and I practice this all day and night. Whoop. I did a Zonon voice so much. Yeah. That's the reason why. That I literally do this so much, and I've been practicing and practices all day and night. Like, I did it Zonon voice so much, so many times, and I can't stop doing it because I watched Mighty Morphin Zonon voice. And this is the reason why I'm doing Zonon voice. So I might do a video of that short film later on and just doing a Zonon voice. And I might add it to it so that case you guys can listen to it. See how cool it is. Probably like it. 1 minute before I start head out for this way and get back to bed. Cause this night when I'm at, it's like 10:04. If not, we'll probably do it next week. Next Saturday. Anyways, let's end this off. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys new on here, please subscribe to my channel. We're starting doing it. Also, please subscribe to my channel because you guys are the greatest. The reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support Bunnyers content on our community. Even though we'll start doing a podcast every Wednesdays and Fridays. So don't forget, we might do this tomorrow. We might do in part 2 tomorrow, but not. Maybe next day I might bring you guys in. So let's get the saddle to the two brothers again. Brandon and Colin. Two brothers. Let's saddle to Bounty Kings. And also saddle to the Mighty Heroes Men are friends of mine. Sky, go check them out. And also saddle to Mr. Dino Diego. Hold on. Hold on. Saddle to Mr. Dino Diego. Yeah, so if you guys want it, please make this read this comment below. What's your guys' favorite Power Rangers of all times? What's your character? What favorite movies of all times on an episode? And yeah, we're gonna talk some more probably tomorrow or another time. For Power Month, cause we're gonna celebrate. It's based on celebration of. Hold on, who is coming here? And wait a second, who's coming? I was originally supposed to. Okay, so anyways, I don't want to put it there. I couldn't even seen it. So anyways, so yeah, that's it for this part 1. If you guys like it, please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like button, and leave in the comments below which you guys favorite, which Power Ranger seasons is your favorite. Let me know is your characters, favorite moment, what is your special sword or favorite sword, or elements, or whatever you guys want to make this game. Please let me know in the comments below for Power Month of this month. We're gonna have some very more about this probably tomorrow. And just remember, be strong, believe yourself, and prepare for battle. And also, catch you guys waiting on. And she's host Shimon Wellness. They call me Shamer Power Rangers. And again, catch you guys waiting on.